but I put it in the title like twice and it kept like glitching off. So we're going to skip to the air signs. So thank you all for being here. I'm going to do a few messages just to see what's in the air signs energy. Cross watchers, you are more than welcome here. And if you have Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini in your chart, you might resonate with this message. Also, if you're surrounded by one of these signs, you might resonate with this message as well. We're going to get right into it because I'm going to try to do 6 signs tonight because I am going out of town. So I have to try to do as many signs as I can before I go. So here we go. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for hitting the like. Thank you all for watching the videos. I'm so happy that it's resonating with some of you. This message can't be for everybody, but it is for the collective. So let me see what sign is going to come out. This is the air sign, you all. The air signs for now. We did the fire signs in my last video last night or yesterday, whatever it is for you. So let's get into it. Okay, who's going to come out? It's kind of hard to see that one. I'm going to have to skip that deck for now. I got to see who wants to be first. Which of the air signs is going to be first? The Lovers, Gemini is first. Gemini, we're going to start with a message for you first. So when I first started this video, I had the energy of like being happy and at peace. So I want to know if that's still your energy, Gemini. Are you fronting, or are you really in an energy of being happy and at peace? I'm going to start out with some oracle cards. You guys know I like to switch it up. Let's see. Give me something to start the message out for Gemini. Okay, there's 2. Inner child, Gemini. So playful, happy. I did say that when I started this video, I was happy. I felt like there was some lightheartedness and some fun. Ooh, family. So Gemini, have you restricted some access to family? Like, I feel like you've maybe pushed some people away. Like, not everybody can be with you. Not everybody can be around you. Like, you've cut off some people. Maybe they were judging you. Maybe they were using you. And I feel like in this energy, you could have cut out some people. But we're going to take a deeper look to see what's going on in your energy. And if you've been watching my videos, you know it's so hard for me to shut on camera because it makes me busy. Because I'm watching it like literally in real time. So it's hard. So here you are, Gemini. You are relinquishing control. So I feel like you've given up a lot of like the need to feel like you have to be in control of everything. Like you're letting karma deal with a lot of things in your life. Maybe you have had some misfortune, but I don't think it's holding you back. I don't think it's stopping you. I think you're going with life's ebbs and flows with this energy, with the wheel of fortune being in reverse. You're taking it as it comes. You know that life is topsy-turvy. Things go up, things go down. But one thing about those tables, they always turn. So here you are really recognizing that, yes, you had some setbacks, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to be in the lead. It doesn't mean that you're not going to get ahead, because you are. So this could have been unexpected, but you're still going with the flow, doing your thing, because you know that you were destined to win. What else is here for Gemini? This is for Gemini. Gemini. What else you got from Gemini? Oh, there we go. That's the one. 4 of Swords. Okay. So I feel like with this 4 of Swords energy, this is an energy of you taking a step back, resting from all the drama and maybe fatigue that you have in your life. You could have been one of those Geminis, you're working really hard, or maybe you're being everybody's friend. You could be going out and showing yourself friendly, but now like things have taken a toll on you and you need to just push back and just rest. You know, it's not the time for you to overdo anything. You really kind of burn out, honestly. And this could be a reason why you're connecting to your inner child and you're pushing other people away, people that don't belong in your life. You're like, no, you can't stay. I don't know if it's a new year, new me, or if it's really everything's just come to a head. It doesn't even matter that it's just 2026. It's just like I finally hit the wall. I've hit a breaking point, and everybody that is not for me, that is using me, they all have to go. So this is your time right now to really take a deep rest, take a step back and heal, because I feel like you burn out yourself with a lot of things. So if you notice that you haven't seen Gemini around you or around a lot, it's because they've been burnt out. They've been tired. They could have been helping people, or they could have just been overdoing it with the partying and wanting to be like kind of like the center of attention. And that's really not in their nature to be the like having to be the center of attention, but I feel like for some reason in this energy you have been the center of attention. What else do we have? Two. Okay. Seven of Cups. So you could have been wearing a mask too, Gemini. You could have been like really pretending like you were having fun doing what you do. It could be a career move that you're in, like you're like, oh, I'm winning, I'm doing my best, and I'm getting to the bag, but really it was exhausting for you. It was just a front. You know, you could be in a situation to where you're connecting with people and you're acting like you're so happy, but you're not really that happy around these people. You do need to take a rest. And you are an air sign, so we know air signs typically need to take time for themselves to recharge. But in this instance, it was deeper than that. It's like you have to get away from these people because they were draining you. Seven of Pentacles. So here you are again, focusing on yourself and your inner child and what makes you happy. So if you have a Gemini in your life, and you're feeling like they're not coming around as much, or you haven't seen them because they're usually social butterflies, they're always out, they're always doing their thing, and you can always depend on them for the fun part, and you've noticed that they haven't been around to analyze things or to break things down, to really interrogate a situation and give you all sides of a situation, is because they've been really tired and they've been fighting battles and feeling like they just need to be alone to regroup. So let's see. I don't want to get distracted by the comments, so I'm going to try not to look down. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like you definitely have forced relationships out of your life where there was once a family feel and togetherness. We have Ten of Pentacles and the family here. We have Ten of Pentacles and the family in reverse. It's because you have separated yourself. Again, I feel like this is someone close to you that you have in your life that you've been kind of trying to go with, trying to make everything right with, and just like letting things play out. But I feel like you're pushing these people away, and this could be you separating from somebody that brings you stability too, Gemini. You could be separating from that person as well. So let me see if there's any advice here, or let me make sure. Is this about love? I love it. Oh, oh. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we are back. What the heck? Okay, so Gemini, in this energy, somebody's saying, do you miss me the way I miss you? Ooh, who is that for you? Why do we have to be apart? Dang. Right. But again, I do feel the energy of fatigue, and you're just getting back to doing you, Gemini. You don't really want to be bothered. So, Gemini is going through this phase. You don't want to be bothered. Don't push it, because they definitely are forcing themselves to just be away from everybody and to really do something different. They're tired. Okay. So Gemini, although you're moving away from energies and people, just it's best for you not to self-sabotage when you do this. So try not to be one of those people that when somebody calls you, you never return their calls. If somebody tries to reach out to you, maybe they come up to your house, which they probably shouldn't, but you don't open the door. Like, make sure you um, make your feelings known, like you just need some space, because people really get caught up in your energy and your vibe, and when you leave just without any warning, then that really throws people off. But this energy, it feels more so about you and what you're going through, and that's fine. But this Knight of Wands is saying, like, don't sabotage relationships um, with people that you have good connections with, because you're kind of in an energy of doing too much for people that you were close to, or people you're trying to push away, people that you were close to that were using you, and you're kind of taking it on good people that have done nothing to you. So that message is for Gemini. Okay, which sign is next? Aquarius. Aquarius popped in my head. Aquarius is next. Okay, so let's see what we have for Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, what do you need to know? Like I said, I'm going to try to get through 6 signs at least tonight. Winter. Your answers arrive in winter, Aquarius. What have you been thinking about? Is there something you've been planning and wanting and trying to decide what is best for you? Ooh. There's been a runner. You're trying to escape from emotions and confusion. So Aquarius, this Aquarius in your life could be on the run. They're not ready to accept an offer. You're trying to give this Aquarius something, they are not ready to receive it. Okay. All right, Aquarius, let's see what is going on with you. Okay, we'll do this deck for Aquarius. So as I said before, I try to do the earth signs or the other element. I think it was earth signs, and the video just kept shutting down. But I feel like this is the lighthearted energy. It's not anything too heavy for the air signs. So we have 7 of Pentacles being this energy out for you. This 7 of Pentacles energy is all about you really putting in that work. You are trying to harvest some benefits that you have worked very hard for. So you want to see growth, progress, and results. Definitely could be in a career setting. It could be in a relationship. It could be in an investment. So you could have your own business. There could be something that you are working on that is significant to you, and you're really taking your time with this. You have a lot of patience in this energy, and people don't really know that Aquariuses can be very patient individuals. They really can go the extra mile. They can be patient with you as a person because they're very understanding of who you are. This is in their highest vibration, of course, but they also can be patient with results. Like, they can be patient. They claim to be impatient at times, but really they are logical people, and they know that hard work, determination, and having a plan pays off and can get you to that higher level. But with this energy, it could be this Aquarius in this energy could be running away from an offer. I can't ignore that this popped off. So it says, we were always meant to meet. It was written in the stars. So, and this feeling that I'm getting from this energy is that there's two sides to this. One side is Aquarius is working hard, building their brand, being independent, because that's who Aquariuses are in their highest vibration. But there's also a situation to where Aquarius, somebody wants you in their life. Somebody wants to be with you. Somebody wants you to make a commitment. And here you are kind of running away. So I feel like in the winter, whoever's in this energy, in the winter, if you're with this Aquarius, I feel like you probably need to check back in a few months with them. Like, don't chase them because they're just going to run away anyway. The offer that you probably want from this Aquarius, maybe this commitment, maybe this connection, engagement, you're not going to get what you want right now from this Aquarius. They're not going to give it to you because they have a lot going on and they're trying to harvest the fruits of their labor. And so one way to turn an Aquarius off is to try to force them to do something that they don't want to do. Like, you're not truly going to be able to force an Aquarius. You're only going to get hurt trying to force them. So definitely give them space in this energy. Okay, so whatever you're trying to give them, they're not open to receive it right now because they're working on their own things. Hi. So let's see what else is in Aquarius's energy. So Page of Cups is in your energy, Aquarius. So you have a sensitivity to your goals. So here you are, you're really in an energy to where you feel like this is something that you truly love. Like, it almost brings out the childlike in you with this Page of Cups. So you have this idea in your head, and you're not too much of a dreamer, but you're a visionary person. So when you start to vision something, you picture it coming to life, and it brings out the child in you. Going for us. Oops, what is this? 10 of Swords. But then we have a fear of failure. So Aquarius won't tell you this, and this could be the reason why you feel your Aquarius slipping away from you, is because they have a fear of failure. Like, they work so hard to achieve goals, and if they let someone or something stop them, even if it's love and it's true love or emotions or togetherness, and they fail at their goals, that really takes a toll on them. So they fear that taking their energy away from the goals that they have and what they're doing and how they're building to start something that's emotional based is, what if this person betrays me? What if they make me a victim? What if, something happens and they don't fulfill their obligations? I can only depend on myself. So I can't really be with you in that sense until I feel like I'm stable in my own right, in my own energy, in my own life. Three of Pentacles. So deep down inside, it seems like Aquariuses want that partnership. To be with an Aquarius, it usually starts off as a friendship. You can kind of wine and dine them, but to really have a strong foundation with an Aquarius, it's really a collaborative effort, friendship, being together, you two just really being with each other and not being so serious initially. So whoever this Aquarius is, or if you are looking at this Aquarius, they have taken a step back to get a better perspective. So you could be a Pisces. You don't have to be, or this person could have Pisces in their energy. This Aquarius could have Pisces in their chart. So they're taking a step back because Aquariuses take sacrifices very seriously, and they need to know that their direction is on point. Like I said from the start of this message, Aquarius in this season is working on something. They're building. They could be making money. They could be having their own business or whatever it is for you, Aquarius. I feel like in this season, you have taken a hold of yourself and your direction, and you're making money and you're achieving goals, is what I'm trying to say. And you don't want anything to stop you, but you also don't want to lose this person. So you have taken a step back to get a better perspective. but I still don't feel like Aquarius is ready to give it their all in this instance. They're they're not going to like give you a commitment right now, because it would only take away from what they're doing right now. So let's see. Any advice? Page of Pentacles. So the best way to be with this Aquarius, show them your own ambition. Show them how you are goal oriented. Like you don't need them you don't need to have a relationship with them. So once they see that you're doing your own thing and you can survive without them, because sometimes Aquariuses are scatterbrained, they might forget to call you. I don't know how it happens, but it happens at times. They forget to call you. They're not very consistent at times. They're very quirky. And so show them in your own right, you're grounded, you're loyal, you're faithful, and you're willing to be accepting of who they are, because if Aquarius is with you, they're accepting who you are. Let's see what else. Anything else for Aquarius in this energy? Again, I said the energy felt light. When I did the fire signs, the energy was just very heavy. But this time around, it feels light with the air signs. Queen of Swords. Aquarius just showed up to their own reading. So Aquarius, again, here you are honest, independent, and disciplined. You're seeing everything objectively, but you're also having your own perspective, because you know that you can only depend on yourself. So again, I could say it 1,000 times. In this energy, Aquarius is doing well. They have goals, they're achieving, and relationship is not going to be their strong point. So if you want to be with this Aquarius, you must give them space, but they will come around, because once they have built what they need for themselves, they're going to share it with you. There's going to be no question about it. They're going to be even more loyal. Aquarius is in their highest vibration. So that's Aquarius message. Gemini. And then we'll see what sign comes up next. Because, like I said, the phone and the video was glitching when I tried to do a certain signs. Okay, so Gemini. We did Aquarius. Now we're at Libra. So what do we have for our beautiful Libras? All the signs are beautiful too. What does Libra need? Oh, let's do this deck. It's one of my favorite decks. Okay, Libra. And here's me with my big hands. All right, oh Libra, something has come over me, Libra. Oh man, what is that? Give me a divine, we got a message I can interpret appropriately for the sign of the Libra. What's going on with Libra? Okay. Libra, oh, we have a lot of pentacles in all the air signs energy. So air signs in general are really focusing on their goals and trying to better themselves. 7 of Pentacles, Libra. So here we have you as well. You are trying to manifest your goals and achieve money, finances, or whatever it is for you. It could be family, it could be building, it could just be a little nest egg that you want to have. But again, here you are thinking about how you can achieve your master plan. Are you putting in enough effort, Libra? Can you do more? What else is here for Libra? Okay. Okay, so we have like 3 cards that fell out. Knight of Swords. All right, so Libra, it feels like you've not been as focused as you could be. And I almost feel like, in a sense, you've been reckless with this Knight of Swords in reverse. So this is definitely a person that is unfocused, reckless. Maybe there's been arguments, then a lot of delays because of your attitude, or I guess I'm feeling like you feel like people are bringing this out of you. It's like, it's not my attitude, it's people making me act this way. So here we are with this Page of Cups. Somebody owes you an apology, or you owe somebody an apology. Did you just like completely go off on somebody because they did something to you? They said something? So there's an imbalance here with your scales, Libra, because there's a feeling that there's been a lot of animosity, not even animosity, just a lot of wordplay in a negative way. Uh-oh, this one fell on the floor. So this is a Two of Swords. You're at a crossroads with the situation. Like you're bored. Like maybe this energy that you're interacting with, it's like you bore me. You want to criticize me, you want to talk crazy, but actually I'm bored with you. And because you are bored or how are you feeling, I feel like you could have even lost respect for this person. So you have one foot out with this Two of Wands energy. You've already made a decision that it's time to go. I'm not interested anymore. I'm looking for greener pasture, and I'm ready to move on. You're arguing with your sister. I definitely feel a sense of there's been arguing and definitely some reckless behavior here. So what else is here for Libra? What does Libra need to know? Oh, shoot. It fell on the floor. You know, I consider that very deep. So it's time for you to release this burden, Libra. This 10 of Wands. You see this person is packing up and moving on. Like if this is an energy that has you at your lowest vibration, then it's not a good energy to be in. So whatever was here or whatever was said, whatever was done, it's time for you to somehow find the energy to pack up and leave. Release this burden. That's what the 10 of Wands is 10 is an ending. Release the burden. It's not even worth it. You know it's better if you just move on. Why are you staying in an energy that's not benefiting you? Why are you even entertaining an energy that's not benefiting you? Oh, however, there are some secrets. So are you trying to expose somebody? With the Seven of Swords energy, I feel like this is an energy of somebody being exposed. Lies are being revealed. You know that somebody was wearing a mask. They're being very deceptive. Maybe they were talking behind your back. So you are going to address it. You are tired of being the one that's calm, cool, and collected. You're going to defend yourself. Magician, you could be in contact with the Gemini. There's no other signs, major signs in your reading right now, but the Gemini. So you could be in contact with the Gemini. You could have Gemini in your chart, but this is you. Like I feel like in this energy, you have the willpower to withstand anything. So honestly, me telling you, like it's time to let it go. Like I don't think you're gonna take heed to that right now because there's something here that is brewing that you're like, I'm not going to stop until I'm done, because there's something here that you need to address. You need to get it all out. Thank you. Is there anything else? Pisces is in your reading as well. Again, secrets being revealed with the High Priestess. So the High Priestess represents hidden truth, lies, having all the answers. And I don't even feel like we hit the tip of the iceberg with this one, because there's more that meets the eye with you, Libra. Is there any advice for Libra? Thank you. All right, you got the Knight of Pentacles here. So I feel like your determination is going to get you everywhere. And I don't feel a bad energy from this situation. I do feel like in the energy, it did say just release the burden and walk away. But the feeling is that that's not going to happen. The Knight of Pentacles here is kind of you focusing on your bag and building and growing. The best revenge is getting your paper. The best revenge is growing and having stability. So that's the advice that I have for you. Let me see if there's anything in the Oracle card energy that needs to be addressed. Give me something for Libra. Somebody is seeking you, Libra, but what else? What else? Like Libra, you're in a masculine energy. So a loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again, Libra. So if you are a male Libra or a female Libra, it doesn't even matter. It says your divine masculine, your twin, your soulmate is seeking you. But also there's been a loss to Libra. So this could be two different Libras energy. So there could be an energy of a Libra that's out here seeking that love and connection, and your person is seeking you. And how does this tie into this message? So if you're in a relationship and this is not your sibling, you're fighting with your significant other, it's time to release the burden, because there's somebody out there that wants you, that will provide the stability. Somebody out here that is waiting for things to change with you so they can see you. In this second energy, a loss of self-identity. The longer you stay in this energy of having to expose, or feeling like you have to reveal and take off somebody's mask, the more you're going to lose. So just be very careful with that, because you're losing your identity. Discover your true self again without having to expose somebody else. Yeah, they did what they did, but you can't change a person. You can only change you. That person is going to be them. Look, separation. It's time for you to separate. Separate from all the drama, but that will be when you decide. So I hope this message resonates with you. I'm going to come back with another 3 signs. Thank you for dropping down. Thank you for watching the video. Thank you for hitting the like. I'll be right back with the other 3 signs. Thank you. Bye.